This is only day one, and I'm losing my mind because I'm already changed.
Incredible. And so many connections. It's crazy.
I came to take my speaking to the next level. They took my life to the next level.
Ain't no competition when you make it to the top.
More family time, more abundance. You've been made for more. Either you're in the midst of adversity, just came out of adversity, or you're about to head into some adversity. So you better be prepared for it either way.
Don't miss it because it's life-changing.
Some people look at you like, man, yo, look at my man muscles. Like, yo, look at boom, boom, boom.
So many brothers, 8 out of 10 brothers that ask me that, or anybody say, man, how long it took you to get like that, or what you did to get like that? The first response is a lot of pain.
Yep.
I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Next Level Living Podcast, y'all. #1 ranked podcast amongst anybody who like podcasts. It's your favorite podcast. And we back, y'all. I got the gang with me, y'all. I'm so excited.
Why he didn't kick it to us, though?
I said I got the gang with me. I'm so excited.
No, but we finished the statement. It's your favorite favorite podcast.
That's
For
why I
anybody
didn't kick
that like
it to you.
podcasts.
That's why I didn't kick it to you. Did y'all hear what he just said? It's your favorite favorite. That's why I didn't, Jay. Do what you do. Let me do what I do. It's my
You
world,
just
right?
changing it up. Yeah, it's your world.
I know. This is second episode though.
I would ask how y'all doing, but y'all distracted.
He's not consistent.
They distracted, y'all. At the end of the day, y'all, let me tell you some real stuff, dog. This is a part 2. If this is your first time at this episode, y'all, do us a favor, go back. Yeah. Just go back. Y'all haven't even earned the right to be on this episode yet. Like, we gave you so many gems. We gave you so much. Like, I need you to just go back a week. Y'all know y'all rock with us. We family. But go back a week. You're not supposed to be
I
here.
like what he did there. We gave y'all so many gems, but you weren't talking about LA Fitness.
Hold on.
It's all good. It's
I'm
all
just
good.
dapping you up. Yeah.
It's all good. He said, we dropped so many gems. And I said, but we ain't talking about LA Fitness. K Hart, how you feeling?
I mean, he got bars. He needs to be a rapper.
And we ain't talking about LA Fitness. Ooh, so many bars. Okay.
Bench press bars? No, that was good.
Come on, man.
You beat me to it.
Rock with me, dog. Yeah. Oh, as soon as she said, I was like, ooh, K Hart, we still there. Okay.
Y'all crazy.
I'm feeling good. Thank you, though.
Yeah,
that was needed.
Yeah, I'm locked in. Look, before I tell y'all about our guest for today, I'm gonna let Chris kind of talk about
we doing a
spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Talk about it.
Yes, we have a Richard Yeargin. Okay. $10K for one engagement. So, you know,
going crazy.
When I hear for one engagement, it's like, all right.
45 minutes to an hour.
You put in the work.
Changing lives.
Right. And some people make $10K in, a month. If we doing okay.
A what?
Some people make it in an hour. Look.
No. I was going to go further out than a month. I was going to go a little bit further out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, some people. But to see that this man traveling, speaking, sharing his story is able to generate, this much revenue by doing, again, something he would do for free. Yeah. It's just special, man. Shout out to Richard, man.
Right.
Richard's so dope. He's not just a member of the community. He's now on part of our team. You know what I'm saying? So now he
Wait,
works,
what you mean part of the team?
Organization. Yeah, he's on our team. Like, he's one of the people that works with new members when they join.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Oh, okay. Yeah,
okay.
So Richard's all in.
Shout out to Rich.
Man, y'all, like Mike said, this is a part 2 to the episode. We had one of my man, Jaquez Lewis, Jock, a.k.a. Mr. Reps. 2 times he was in the Mr. Olympian competition, number 10 in the world, then in the top 20. Like, he next level, y'all.
Yeah.
And last week, we talked a lot about his journey in health and fitness, but we want to kind of know about, what'd you say, Chris? His background?
I want to know about his background.
Yeah.
Like, what kicked all of this off but also like what? Because you say it's like in you. What is in you? Like where did it come from?
Man, well, how much time we got?
Oh yeah, give a quick highlight because we got some good stuff to get into. Yeah.
But I will say this: it was things that happened early on in my life that gave me that grit.
Okay, in New Orleans.
In New Orleans,
because you grew up, it's a lot different.
So I'll tell you where I grew up. So I grew up in New Orleans, Louisiana.
What part?
In the Sixth Ward.
Okay.
I was born and raised in the Lafitte Project.
Nice. Okay.
Right. So I lived there till I was about 14 years old. And then we moved out to an area called Kenner.
Yeah, I know.
Or we're not closer by the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're not. But just in that time, just being raised in that environment will give you that grit that you need.
Yeah.
Or give you that grit that you need as an adult to get on out of there.
Got you.
So my focus had been there since an early age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing so much, doing so much. Or whatnot, but I was always one of those kids that was not trying to be a part of the crowd. I was never one that was. I was always over here while everybody was over there, right? So just growing up, man, it was a like everyone has their own story.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, but everyone doesn't take that story and make it out into something, right? So I just feel that I'm so happy right now that, the growth that has been between now and then it's been a journey, right? But I will tell you this though, so growing up in those kind of conditions or whatnot, it like I said, it put a certain kind of grit in you, right? And so you never wanted to be a part of what was going on in your area. Like I always wanted to be somewhere else. And I always know that it was better for me. Like I knew that without a doubt, right? Even growing up, I was that young man that was like, no, he's going to be somewhere. This is what was told to me at a very young age. So I took these things, you know what I'm saying? I took the words of the neighbors, because back then when we was growing up, you still had neighbors watching out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like it is now.
Right.
Or whatnot. So, you had the OGs giving you encouraging words and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, youngin', you got it.
Right.
Put a couple of dollars in your pocket and go get you something from the store. We grew up in those times still or whatnot. But what really gave me that grit, man, it was like, just seeing my mom, and different members of my family being in certain positions, because I had another aunt and other cousins that lived in a project that wasn't far from us or whatnot. And just looking at those conditions, man, I knew that I didn't want that to be my future.
Yeah.
Right. So with that, man, I just started doing things, but I was always attracted to things that other people wasn't.
Okay.
Right. So I got into the fitness. I got into the modeling. I wanted to get into the acting at an early age. I wanted to. I started doing a lot of acting and extra roles and this and that. And that was really my journey through the age of like 18 all the way to like 28 or whatnot. And working various jobs or whatnot.
And training
and training, because I always did my own thing. I always been an entrepreneur since the age of like 21. I want to say, although we still had our little jobs and stuff, but and I'll tell you how that happened. So. Me becoming an entrepreneur, I lost the job, right? Because we all grew up, of course we all grew up, and I don't know how y'all grew up, but majority of people where I'm from, they tell you go get a job.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's no encouragement to start your own business.
True.
That's the wave now.
There's no encouragement to do this, do things
sure.
outside of what the adults ahead of you have been doing.
Right.
Get a job when you did, get this and that. And me, I'm like, I get a job, man. I won't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like my grandfather and everybody did construction work, and I did that when I was a teenager.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always felt like I was too smart to be working with my hands like that.
But you
know
see,
what I'm saying?
and the way that you're telling this is like you use your story as your motivation to be different versus using your story as an excuse to stay complacent.
That's right.
And a lot of people do that. They're like, I've been through this, I'm not worthy of this, but you didn't see that. You were like, you know what? This wasn't me.
That's right.
This wasn't her. This wasn't my mom. So I'm going to do better for the both of us.
That's right.
And so you took your story and used it and applied it the right way, the way that we should all apply
That
it
is
versus
correct.
using it as defeat.
No, that is absolutely correct, man. And whether you're into doing what I'm doing, whether it's fitness or whatever your passion is just a thing of like, I had a passion. And I know I had a passion.
Yeah.
And I didn't get old. I didn't realize until I got a little older to to knowing that my passion is going to lead me to my purpose.
Right.
I just didn't know what it was at the time. You see what I'm saying, right?
And
so
as you're chasing your purpose,
no, as I was
you had to chase.
No, as I was moving in my passion,
Right.
my purpose eventually came to me.
Yeah.
Right.
It revealed
It
itself.
revealed itself.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
good.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
And like I said, we all wake up. You know, we have a choice and a chance to do certain things. I just knew that my conditions wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And it's like even at the man I am today, I'm like, man, it's so much more that I could be doing. So I'm glad that I still have this same grit right now that I had when I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But that grit, so that's what I want to talk about, because there are some people that hearing you and they still think in fitness.
No.
Right. So let's talk to the individual now that is like, okay, well, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not in competitions, I'm not really in fitness like that, but they want to be swole in life. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to have a great physique when it comes to character and relationships. When I look at you, some people look at you like, man, yo, look at my man muscles, like, yo, look at boom, boom, boom. I look at them and they think like, man, I wonder how much he can lift. But my thing is like, man, I wonder how much pain he had to endure.
Okay, let me expound on that real quick. Every brother, so many brothers, 8 out of 10 brothers that ask me that, or anybody say, man, how long it took you to get like that, or what you did to get like that? My first mental response is, but I don't tell them that. I give them the second response. It's been 20 years. I've been doing this for a long time. I just never stopped since high school.
Yeah.
I just always stayed in shape, right? The first response is a lot of pain.
Yep.
See,
Come on.
Wow.
I didn't choose fitness. It chose me. Working out was all I had. I didn't smoke coming up. I didn't drink coming up. All my partners, they was going to jail.
It was there.
Selling weed in school, dope, all this. I was working out. I had no way out in my mind. So my release was to work out. So when people look at my physique, like I was in shape. I had a grown man body at a young age. So people always thought I was a lot more older than what I was when I was 25 and 26 and 27. They didn't know that I would train twice a day for 10 years since the age of 20 to 30. Twice a day, 5, 6 days a week.
What?
That was how you decompress.
See, I didn't did it because I wanted to get swole. I did it because that was my release.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
You didn't do it for attention. You needed it.
I needed it, bro.
It's a different
it's a
mindset.
therapy.
Listen, bro.
God.
Like, bro, like life was sinking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know life was sinking me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it was like I had no one to really pour into me and show me something different that could release what I'm going through. Now it's like, what do you do, Jay? You know, where do I release this pain that I can't talk to nobody about? You know what I'm saying? So over time, it was like you said earlier, reps in the gym. So I would go to the gym, not because, you know, I know you could go and do what you need to do in an hour. I would be in there 3 hours because that was my place of meditation. Solitude.
You didn't have to do it.
I didn't have to.
You get to do it.
I get to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And so for me, that you know, so when a person asks that question, how did you get like that? It's like, bro, this is a diamond in the rough, bro.
Yeah.
Like you see the diamond, but you ain't see what this diamond can't. You didn't
All
see
the
the
pressure.
volcano.
All the
You didn't see the volcano and the lava that formed this. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't see that. You feel me? And that's where the trauma comes in. That when you want to talk about trauma, the things that we went through, you see what I'm saying? The things that we grew through. I had to grow through for a long time. A long period of my life, I was taught to get through things.
Okay.
We are taught that, let time heal all wounds. That's the old black saying.
Yeah.
Time don't heal no all wounds in my book. It never has.
Yeah, you gotta do the work.
Right. Growing through that time heals all wounds.
Come on.
And then I had to get older to understand, to do my homework, to say, okay, it's easy to say even grow through it. How do I grow through it, and what does that look like?
Yes.
Because I didn't know what that looked like.
Okay.
How do I grow through my wounds?
Yeah.
What does that look like on a daily basis for me? You know what I'm saying? So I got into reading.
Right.
I got into reading. From working out, I got into reading.
You and your bag,
I started researching a lot of books for my clients and stuff. So I had like 90% women clients.
Okay.
So my entire life, I would read books on women. Right?
To relate.
No, not even
And
that too.
educate?
Relationships books too.
Yeah, okay.
But I read books on women, hormonal books.
Wow. Now,
on how to-
okay,
on
so
how
grow
to-
up this.
on how to right. So these are the things that I indulged into, or not just to get my mind away, because I always felt like I needed to feed myself because I wasn't getting it nowhere else.
Right.
See, the gym, I was tearing my body down. Right, but I
building your
wasn't
mind
building
up.
my mental. Though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for a long time in my 20s, I would go and sit down in Barnes and Nobles for 3-4 hours out a day after I would train, because I would work at night. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So after a good training session, I'd go to Barnes and Nobles because I was inspired to be in one of these magazines
Yeah.
at some point. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm in there writing. I'm doing homework. Nobody ain't got to tell me to do this. This is something that I wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm in there writing all the editors' information off the magazines.
Right.
Doing what I can to feel like I'm doing something to get ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
you know what's crazy is when you said it, right? They asked even in the gym, how long it take you to get this? First answer is what you think is a whole lot of pain. But the second one that you tell them is, years, 20 plus years of building up my body. So when I think about you, your physique, your fitness, all your competitions, all you've experienced over the years, I think about that person that's like in our Speakers Academy that got hurt, that maybe got molested, house went into foreclosure, went through divorce, you know what I'm saying, had their heart broke, suffered from depression, all the pain they've endured. Now they getting checks like my man, $10,000, you know what I'm saying, Richard Yeargin, you know what I'm saying, to speak, but he's sharing his story of what he's endured.
I'm Dr. Nikisha Hammond, and I'm really excited to have joined the Next Level Speakers Academy. Prior to joining the program, I was a psychologist owning a private practice and also speaking about different mental health issues. But what I really learned and got out of the program is an opportunity to have an elite mindset. Meaning to do things with top impact, to have more impact in the community, to make more income in my business, and also work to help more corporations, help more organizations, and get on stages like TEDx, to get on larger platforms and to make a global impact in the world of mental health. The Next Level Speakers Academy was a game changer for my business. I would highly recommend the Next Level Speakers Academy.
So it's like all of that pain is what qualified him. You literally
Yeah,
said in the
Yeah.
previous episode,
Come on, Jay.
in order for me to compete for Mr. Olympian, I have to qualify again each year.
Every
right.
year.
AKA, I got to go through more pain every year to keep growing.
To keep growing.
And that's what a
what
lot
it
of
is.
times people don't see. It's the pain that they got to go through, the things they got to endure. So so count it all joy when you
Yeah.
go through tests and trials of every kind, because it's producing perseverance and faith, so you're not lacking nothing.
It is.
And that's a different type of energy a lot of people don't have.
That's right, man. And when we're hit with certain kind of drawbacks from people, when you're trying to get to that next level, man, it hits different, man. When you're talking when race is involved in it, in a certain aspect, and as Black men, it sometimes it could cringe us and get us in our feelings right quick, because you're holding me back. It could be at a job. You're holding me back because, okay, you want to let the white boy get it, but you ain't going to let me get it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? As Black men, we have to sit down and really think about our response and our emotions before we actually respond.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right? This is just this is just something that we just have
We
to
walk
do.
into the room with one strike already. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
that's
know
right.
of any guys that were competing, but then they stopped competing because they was like, man, I see racism?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
in life,
Yeah.
like there are some people
Yeah. Yes.
that racism or challenges or
Yeah.
whatever will stop some people,
Yeah.
but for others, it might motivate them. Like, are you going to see me?
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different type of energy. Talk about that.
And so that is me, man. But what I can say is this, though. When I would see those brothers, right? Because see, I'm all into the energy work and stuff like that. I don't look at those brothers as guys that just went through something and is just ready to give up. I look at them and say, you know what? He hasn't got to that certain point in his life where he's ready to overcome anything that comes after.
There we go. That
It's
part.
non-negotiable.
Right. So I don't, you know, I don't push him off to the side. I don't see anything negative about him or anything like that. I just say that brother's not at a point in his life where he's ready to make this level of commitment. You see what I'm saying?
So for someone who always is like a start-stop type of mentality, what do you think needs to happen in order for them to get to that point?
That's a battle. Honestly, that's a battle you have to ask yourself. Because certain things, I could give you all the answers in the world, but certain things that you got to sit on and ponder.
What do
Have you
mean when
seen
say
anybody?
start,
Have you
stop?
seen anybody who kind of like maybe dabbles in and out? They'll come to the gym consistently for 3 months,
Even my clients
and then they
over
gone.
the years, even clients over the years, and I could sit here and tell you that answer because I've been working with people my entire life.
Yeah.
Right? So they come in with the goals. You know, you go into your workspace with the goals, right? But those goals are not always met.
Right.
So why are they not always met?
Right.
Because there's always circumstances at home or outside of that's pulling you away
Right.
from, that you haven't made the certain level of choice and commitment to get away from. See, you got to get away from them things if your purpose is over here. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
stick with it no matter what's going on in your life. And see, everybody is not at that playing field yet. And I say, I'm at this level now is because I knew what my purpose was. And I just think that those brothers and those sisters who still going through stuff like that, they haven't truly identified it and let that and sat and meditated or prayed on that to say, okay, you know what? This is bigger than me. Because right now you're fighting a losing battle against yourself.
Yeah.
And you're losing.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Right.
You've been losing.
Yeah.
So come on, man. It's time as adults, you even get to a certain level as an adult where it's
Yeah.
like, hold on. I'm not 25.
Can't
I'm
do
not
this no
30. I'm
more.
not 35
Yeah.
Sick and tired
no
of
more.
being
It's
sick.
time for me to make a choice now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's with a relationship, with your significant other. Like, I ain't about to keep going through this. Like, we ain't doing this for another. We've been doing it for 10 years. We ain't about to do this for another 5. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I just think that it isn't everyone to make that. It's just a season for it for everyone that they haven't encountered. You know what I'm saying? To get that serious about it.
Question. So when I think about somebody that's in great health, great shape, great physique like yourself, winning competitions, traveling the world, it's like, okay, you got the physical pain, but there is that level because a lot of people struggle with getting advice from others and they want to figure out it on their own. Right, I'm sure you've learned from people. I'm sure I done had trainers on YouTube, bro. Where I done seen guys on YouTube, right? Like, can you talk about the importance of people being willing to humble themselves, get the help, get the support, get the coaching, if they want to go to the next level and have that physique in their own personal lives, not even physically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, shoot, I could only give you my experience with the humbling aspect. I'm gonna give you that. And I was a person that I always believed in, if it's something that I don't know, I'm going to first do the research for it. I'm going to first watch as many YouTube videos as I can on it, read on it, whatever. I go to Barnes & Nobles, get a book on it, get an author on it, whatever it may be. That is just me, though, right?
Good game.
And because I always want to be, if I'm interested in something, I always want to be on a certain playing field before I ask for help.
Right, because it shows that that's already taken the
That's a cheat
initiative.
code right there.
That's right. I always want to be on a certain level playing field before I ask for help. And so after getting out here so many seasons and losing, I was like, damn, man, I need some help.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, though. Coming out the city that I come from, nobody ain't trying to give you no help, though, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Not for free.
No, they ain't doing
Not
that.
for free.
You feel me? And when they see your potential, like, people have snugged me for years when they would see my potential.
Back home?
Back home,
Yeah.
like, oh, I ain't putting him on.
It's
they think I'ma
crabs in
take
a barrel.
over.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because it ain't my fault I have a little presence, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But that's just the mentality.
Yeah.
Like, see, like with Jay, I don't care how strong Jay presence is. I know I'm gonna give what's for me, regardless if he's in the room or not. That's just how I move.
Jeremy
You
thinks the
see
same
what I'm-
way.
you
That's
see
how
what
he
I'm
got to
saying?
where he was.
Right, that don't matter.
Or
That
where
don't
he
matter
is.
to me. If anything, I want to attach myself to that.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's my goal. That's
You a
where I'm
king.
trying to go.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
But the atmosphere in what we was raised in is not like that.
It's almost like if you're getting it, I can't get it, so I don't want you to
like
have
you
it.
gonna take out my pocket
Yeah.
if I put what you want.
Versus having somebody who has a bunch of connections, resources, and then you're also that same person and y'all can do this across the board instead of pulling each other down.
Baby,
like, that's the goal.
Baby, let me tell you, I could have been successful on certain levels if I would have had some kind of real guidance from OGs and people who I, back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I just talked to somebody last night that got a third of a contract that should have got. 1/3 of what they should be getting compensated. You know why? Because they lean to their own understanding. They didn't have the humility to say, hey, Jay, or hey, other mentor or coach or Google or YouTube, is this a good deal to take? Right. And when I heard the numbers, I was cringing like, bruh, that's 1/3 of what you should be getting. But he ain't know no better, but he ain't gonna get no better. So he ain't gonna get no better.
That's right. That's right.
Boy, I'll punch you in your belly button. Bro, did you hear what he just said?
I heard him.
This, bro.
He didn't know no better.
You said the same thing and said two different things. Bro,
you caught that?
But
it's heartbreaking when I see that.
You see that.
And because I remember one of my homeboys used to go like, bro, you want everybody to win. I want everybody to win.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
they gotta want it.
What's wrong with that though?
Yeah, but they gotta want it
what's wrong with
too.
wanting everybody to win?
Right.
I know what's wrong with it. It's elite. It's not surface.
Only the one.
Wanting somebody else to win is not the bare minimum. You got to know that you deserve the best in order to want it for somebody else. See, a lot of times people don't want to put the best on somebody else because they won't accept the best for themselves. They've already surrendered to a process that actually could have benefited them, but they accepted the lowest route out. So there's no way I could help somebody else get higher than me because I don't even believe I deserve it. How am I going to wish the best for you?
Bro, and that's what it is. That's what it is, man. But see, that's the whole thing, man. You have to, it's easy to tell people to put yourself in a room with these type of people.
Yeah.
But our rooms didn't have those type of people. Let's just keep that above.
We had to become them people.
Oh, you gotta put yourself in the room with more like my people doing elite things. Well, let me tell you about these elite people. Be real with you.
Yeah.
They don't want to be in a room with people that's down here.
Facts.
And that's just the real.
Yeah.
You can ask them all day. I don't need you to put me on. I just need to be in a space. See, like what Jay did this weekend? I didn't ask Jay to put me on. He just put me in the room.
Yeah.
You know how much I gained from that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a mastermind.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm gonna tell you. What'd I text you, Jay? What I gained from that? What did I text you?
Oh, you said, man, you was like, man, I can read it, bro. You was just like, nah, can I read it?
Go ahead,
yeah, because
brother.
I don't want to remix.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't want to
mind,
remix,
bro.
Yep, I don't want to remix it.
Just in
so
the
look
room.
what he said. So look what he said. You text me, yo, Jay, we got to chop it up tomorrow if you can. Too much I want to say in text, but man, that was the best, most fulfilling experience in my life.
Wow.
It was fulfilling because I felt that, and I confirmed that this was my calling. Just last year, I learned through a spiritual experience that I am a teacher, and I said, wow, I want to ignore that. This weekend just stamped it.
Let me touch you.
That's deep, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep,
God,
bro.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah, and you know what's so impressive about you? Not your grit, not your physique, all of that, your humility. When you came to me, I felt love. Like I felt from one man to another, like love and respect.
Yeah.
But bro, the fact that you read so much,
Bro.
the fact that you was training, you should realize years ago, 80% of my women that I'm training are 80% of the people I'm training are women. So I'm gonna read book on hormones and this and that to add more
that's
value.
different. That's different.
Value.
I want to talk because like you're feeding your brand. I want to talk about that because I believe in my own little world, and you the GOAT here. But it's like, okay, you got the physical, you got the physical part, you got the coaching, the mentoring, the videos, the stuff to watch, the make sure. Bro, the techniques, man, the techniques. Mike, I'm hitting the iron, bro. I'm hitting that iron, dog. I swear to God, nigga. I'm hitting that iron.
about to hit
And
that
he be like, stick your chest up and keep your elbows in. And Deani, I went from being able to do the 15, but when he says stick your chest up and your elbows in, I can barely do 8. And I be pissed at you, bro. I be like, yo, this is hella those small tweaks.
Right.
And so he got parts of my body hurting. I was like, I didn't even know that part existed.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And so I want you to talk about that, bro. You got the physical part,
See, that's
you got the
thing.
coaching.
That's the thing, King. You got to bring in other people and other coaches to help you
That
identify
part.
Come on.
things.
That part.
Yeah.
That's the
bro.
part that people are
You
missing.
see what I'm saying?
So for those of y'all
about to have a
watching,
flex
again, we're
off.
not talking about fitness.
Right. We're not
Right?
talking
We're talking about the
fitness.
pain
Come
you
on.
got to
Yeah.
endure if you want to go to the next level.
Yeah.
You're going to endure some pain. You need to have coaching, mentors, guidance.
Yeah.
He can tell me to bring my elbows in and stick my chest out when I do the back workout because he's been there and done that.
Yeah.
But you also ain't eating nachos and Cheetos.
Yeah.
You ain't waking up in the morning eating Lucky Charms. Let's talk about what you feed your body.
Yeah.
And then we're going to equate that to the people that's watching and listening before we wrap it up so they can understand the importance of what they feed their mind.
Yeah, definitely.
And y'all got a meal prep company.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
talk about, plug that.
Come on.
Yeah.
So I talk
Nice.
about I talk about the importance. So what I do personally, man, a lot of times, majority whether I'm competing or getting ready for a show or not, I actually do a lot of fasting. Right? So I fast a lot to about 12 or 1 o'clock in the day.
Is that called intermittent fasting?
Yeah, you're right. Because a lot of times when we train, I don't eat anything until we leave the gym. I don't eat breakfast or anything.
bro,
and we be going hard, right?
I need a big bowl of oats. And pre-workout.
But it's just some of the, this is like, you have to get to the point where is that, you know how you say, you have to learn your body, and you really have to learn your body. And that really is a process of learning your body. Now, see, I have been through this and been intentional and thorough for so long that I know my body.
Yeah.
I know what it responds to. I know what I need to do to lose weight, gain weight, or this or that, or feel good, or feel like I have a good, or not sluggish, right? Because a lot of the times, as soon as we eat, we're sluggish. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, we're still, as long as we're eating meat and all this other kind of stuff or whatever, that's dead foods, right? You actually want to be eating electric foods, okay? It's called electric foods, right? Anything alkaline foods or whatnot that's going to re-energize your body, make you feel good, give you a spark. And that's what we need because we're electrical beings as well. So you want to have something, you want to feed your body something that's going to give you a spark versus bring you down.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? This is why we eat those meals and we got to sit on the sofa like, boy, I'm full, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Every night.
Versus versus grabbing something that's alkaline or, you know, full of hydration and that's going to give you some good nutrition and whatnot so you can start your day, right?
Got you.
And so, you know, I never advise on eating a real heavy meal if you're trying to see some progress in your life in the morning because it shakes up your morning too much for the first part of your day.
Wow.
And it will drag you. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be dragging in the first part of your day.
Right.
You want to have that upbeat tempo.
Right.
True.
Okay, so this is what first you have to identify what it is that you want and how do I get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. What foods, now identify what I want, what foods do I need to get there to make me feel like this? So this is the whole thing of conquering your day. Conquer your morning, conquer your evening, and then conquer your evening, and your day is good. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we start.
It's deep because but everybody is different. Like for me, especially the days I train with you, I need that bowl of oatmeal.
Right. No, totally
You know what I'm
understand.
saying?
Totally understand.
And then after we work out, I need that omelet or something else.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because
No,
you take
definitely.
me down through there, right?
Definitely.
But it's like you got to feed and nourish your body. And I do know, what percentage would you say, because everybody says it's different, what percent, when it comes to physical health and being in the best shape, what percent is diet and what percent is exercise? And I'm going to wrap it up and show them something.
Okay.
What would you say?
I would honestly say like 75-25. Because you could.
But which one is 75?
Now, this is the thing. Because you got to ask yourself, what's the goals?
Right.
So if your goal is to really build, then I would say working out is 75.
Okay.
Because you could just eat healthy and don't work out and have a good, healthy physique, period, point blank, period. And that could easily go to 100%. But if you're trying to get a physique, diet just ain't gonna get you there alone at all. Diet don't build, eating clean don't build muscle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in the gym and tear that down. But we're not right. So that's why I say 75-25. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So for those of you all, and man, Jock, thank you for rocking with us.
Man,
bro.
thank you for having me, man. This is an elite experience, brother.
And y'all see how he was speaking and flowing. You know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing he gonna kill it when he take the stage. You know what I'm saying? At the next mastermind. What's the next one in Atlanta, Deani? Like
You built for it. You built for it.
Yeah, I want to see you on that 2-minute, boy. You know what I'm saying? Give him that pop.
Long as I'm prepared, man. I'm not.
Oh, you be prepared. That's my stay in your lane, bro.
Yeah.
You get me right in the gym, I'm gonna get you right on the stage.
What I told you
The video we gonna see?
No, what I told you the other day.
You said you gonna have me being in the best shape, ready to compete, and I'm gonna have you on stage. You know what I'm saying? Giving us.
No, that's what I.
Yeah.
That too.
Okay.
That's what I told you. I told Jay. I said, imagine your physique being on having the same level of standard that your speaking is on.
And all I hear is pain.
And I say, right. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine your physique being on the same level that you're speaking on. You know what I'm saying? And that's elite.
Man, and that's elite. And that's the next level way, man. If y'all want to grow physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, relationship with your family, friends, your health, your fitness, your finances, like, it's going to be some pain you're going to have to endure, right? It's going to be some challenges you're going to have to fight through. That's how he got that physique. But he also got that by coaching and mentoring and learning and reading and doing research and knowing his body. You got to know you. You got to know your mind, your surroundings, what's good for you, what's not for you. And then you got to be intentional about what you feed your body. He already said there's times where he fasts. There's certain things he will eat. There's certain things you won't catch him eating because he knows what's put inside him is the very thing that fuels him. So what are you doing? What are you consuming when it comes to feeding your mind? What are you consuming when it comes to feeding your spirit, right? We want you to win and go from one level to the next level. So implement this stuff you're putting in, and then your character, your relationships, your health, your income can look like he looks in the physical, but you can experience that in the mental and the spiritual. Man, appreciate you, Jock. We'll see y'all next week.
I'm on another level.